This video is a tutorial on how to draw calla lilies in 3 different dimensions, followed by a time-lapse drawing of a bunch of calla lilies in a vase. Hi, I'm Ran. Welcome to Run My Art. So hello there everyone, and after a long period of time I have managed to make a tutorial on soft pastel drawing. So the last time I did a soft pastel drawing was on Californian poppy field, and if you'd like to check that out, I'll leave the link in the description as well as on the screen. So over here I'm trying to decide on my color palette by making some color mixes. So the first color mix that I'm making over here is a mix of dull green or olive green with lemon yellow with a touch of white to have a sap green like color for the stem of the calla lily. And the second color is a brighter green, and I've also layered it with the same lemon yellow and giving it a mix in case I might need them on some parts of the stem. And I'm also layering in the same dull green or olive green to give it a darker hint. Next, I'm trying to decide the color mix for the petals of the calla lily. So starting off with a bright red and layering it with white to arrive at a very soft looking red color. I don't want it to be too sharp. And I'm also trying out a second color, which is magenta, and dropping in a little bit of that white, mixing these two. However, I have decided to go with the soft red color. So the first dimension would be the front view of calla lily. I'm kickstarting by using the dull green or olive green pastel to draw the outline of the head of the flower as well as its stem, followed by that bright red and drawing the upper petal of the calla lily. So basically, if you would notice, the calla lily actually resembles the anatomy of a typical tulip with its long soft stem and a head attached to a few petals. However, the calla lily has one singular petal which resembles a shape of a trumpet, and it's not even a petal. Instead, it is called a spathe. So I have just colored in those green followed by some lemon yellow and mixing that up. Okay, so before I move on to the entire blending process, I'd like to show you that I've got this color shaper which is made of silicone, and they come in different various shapes and sizes, and it's quite comfortable to use them as a blending tool or shaping your painting. So I grabbed these 3 different shapes in a packet, so it was quite economical in terms of price, and I must say they were quite helpful with the blending process for my pastel drawings. You can use your fingers or even a Q-tip for this blending process, but based on my past experience, I find that by using the color shaper I can blend the pastel much faster and also work on narrow areas. And the best part is there is less dirt or mess on my fingers, and it is also reusable. Just wipe the color shaper on a wet cloth in between your blending process. Unlike Q-tip, I will have to discard them in order to avoid any staining of other colors onto another pastel color. So if you're serious with pastel drawings, then I would advise you to invest in these color shapers. They're not very expensive, and you can grab them online. So moving on with the calla lily drawing, I've layered in those red ones again into the inner parts of the petal, followed by the white pastel as well, and now I am just blending that. You can see here how easily I used the color shaper to work on the outline of the flower. So giving that a light blending, working towards the center of the flower or the pistil part. Lemon yellow to draw the spike in the middle of the flower, which is also known as spadix. And I also found out that the spadix is the part that holds the actual tiny flowers of the calla lily. This is really interesting because I never knew about it before this. Now I'm also using a little bit of white to highlight the spadix as well as some part of the spathe or petal. Moving on to the next sketch, which is a diagonal view of the calla lily. Starting off once again with the same dull green and mixing it up with the lemon yellow, giving it a blend. This is actually the top or head part of the flower right before the stem. Now I'm drawing the stem sideways since it is a diagonal view. More of the lemon yellow to brighten up the middle part of the spathe as well as the stem. I don't want it to look too dull. Now once again with that bright red, I'm drawing the spathe of the calla lily, trying to imitate that diagonal view where 3/4 of the flower can be seen, and lightly coloring that in, similar to the first front view that I did earlier, and also layering in some of that white pastel. Time to blend in those colors that I layered earlier. And just like what I mentioned earlier with the first flower, I am working from the top or outer corners towards the inner parts of the petal. And this is because I noticed from the actual reference photo, this particular calla lily seemed to be much brighter towards the middle part of the flower. So I'm going to remove the extra debris of pastel from the middle part and continue with the blending so that the center part of the calla lily looks lighter in terms of color compared to the corners of the flower. So it's going to appear much brighter. And once again, lemon yellow for the spadix. A little bit of those dull green onto the corners of the spadix so that it will be much more visible. Same approach onto the corners of the spadix in the first flower. However, I'm using red in this flower since it is a front view, so the green part is not visible. Finally, for the third illustration, which is side view calla lily. So basically it's just a repeat process of the sketch similar to the first two, using the same color combinations. It's just that the perspective changes, and this is more of a side view, and of course there's more focus onto the stem part of the flower. So done with this blending, now it's time to draw the spathe and trying to focus it to look completely sideways, whereby you can see the petal very well, or spathe, but the middle part, pistil and the spadix, will not be visible. So I hope you can have a better visualization from this angle of my camera or screen, and you can notice once again the tip of the color shaper. It is really very helpful when it comes to shaping a particular subject of your pastel sketch or drawing. Layering with more white onto the areas that are closer to the stem areas, as they look much more brighter, similar to the explanation that I gave for the second flower. A little bit of the lemon yellow as well. Now I'm trying to redefine the Calla Lilies shape by adding in more of the red onto some parts of the flower. And there you go, we have 3 different dimensions of a Calla lily. So with this concept, I am going to show a time-lapse painting of the same colored Calla lilies in a bunch. So if you'd like to watch further, continue watching this till the end. And for those who are going to leave right now, hope you enjoyed the tutorial and found it helpful. And if you are a fan of my work by now, I hope you would like, share this video with your friends and family and help me to grow my channel. And don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell icon. So here is the completed pastel drawing of the bunch of Calla Lily, and I have omitted out the background painting, otherwise this entire demo could take ages. So if you liked this entire video, then do like, share with your family and friends, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. So I'll see you again in the next exciting tutorial. Thanks for your support. Bye.